letters. Who's that from then?
My mum says I'm looking forward to me coming home tonight.
She's in for a shock then, isn't she? Mark, if they knew that key was mine, you'd be in serious trouble, wouldn't they? That's why we've agreed to keep it quiet.
Guys, I don't know. What if they don't let me go home?
I'm only asking you to do me a favour.
Well, ask me something else. Look, I can help you when you get out. Try and find you a job and that. I know people.
Yeah, the minute you're out the door, you'll forget about me. Back in your nice house. I know you will.
Look, I won't tell them whose they were. I'll just say it wasn't mine.
Then they'd know, wouldn't they?
Gaz.
So what's the worst thing they could do? Keep you near a bit longer. Besides, we'd get through it. And I wouldn't forget what you'd done. Anyway, it's not been that bad in here, has it?
But Rodney's always been like that with her. Never said no to her in his life. So I actually think this might do her the world of good.
Sorry.
Just say shut up, Diane. You're boring me, Richard.
No, Diana, I'm sorry. I didn't sleep very well last night.
Oh, she has got a pair of lungs on her, hasn't she? Little angel.
Is she teething or something? It's been a all night.
Aye. We were just saying how nice it is to have a baby around.
She kept you awake all night and all, did she?
She's just unsettled, love.
Poor little thing. Being brought up in a pub. Her cot's right above us. So when it's busy, like it was last night, it feels like everyone's sitting in the room with her.
Look, Bernice, why don't we just swap rooms, and that way she'll be further away from the noise and she won't wake up as much.
I don't want to put you out any more than I already have.
Actually, I'd be doing it for entirely selfish reasons.
So you wouldn't mind?
Mind? I'll do the whole move myself if I have to.
All right, thanks. Okay. As soon as she wakes up, then.
Right.
Mrs. Weaver?
No, Letitia, you've just had a tea break, haven't you? Now get on with your work.
It's not that.
Well?
I wanted to ask a favour.
Really?
I was just waiting till the morning shift went.
Dental appointment, is it? Chiropractor? Oh, having your hair done? That's hardly likely, is it?
No, actually, it's Kirk. I was just wondering if I could have a small advance. It's just that I've noticed he's poking out the end of his shoes.
Now, you know Mr. Pollard's policy in that area.
I know, but I thought if you had a word with him, told him how important it was.
I'd like to help Letitia, I really would, but I'm afraid it's quite out of the question.
Gloria.
Mr. Pollard?
Letitia, get on with your work, please, while you have some.
Thanks very much.
What was she after?
Nothing for you to worry about.
Miraculously, I don't seem to have any appointments.
Because we are lunching with Councillor Ledbetter.
Oh, God.
Now, that's not the attitude, Eric. Once they're won over, these are the people who will positively sweep us to the mayorship.
Yes, but it's such a price to pay trying to charm those gutless old balls with the endless golf stories.
Well, you only have to find them amusing until the election. Then you can tell them exactly what you think.
I saw Ledbetter earlier on, dropping his daughter off.
Really? Well, you can talk about her then, can't you? At least it'll keep him off the golf stories.
All right, love.
All right.
You don't usually go to this much trouble when you're cooking for yourself.
What?
Well, I'm meeting Rodney at the pub to discuss the vacancy for the bar manager. I told you this morning.
I forgot.
Oh, sorry, love. We can eat together tonight, though.
Yeah, it'll keep.
You all right?
Fine.
He's bound to feel a bit funny at first with Jess not being around.
But we can always visit each other now and again, can't we?
I'm certainly not sorry to see the back of Nicola. I can make a success of this place, you know, without her being around to mess things up. How do I look?
Nice.
Sorry about lunch. See you later.
Oi.
Kane?
On your own?
Yeah, apart from them two in there, everyone's on early lunch.
Huh?
What do you want?
All right, well, I'll go then if that's how you're going to be.
No, I'm sorry, it's just... She's been giving me a hard time this morning, that's all.
I'll have a word.
Don't you dare. I won in advance, but she was having none of it.
Well, I could have told you that. We'll go somewhere lunchtime.
I've only got half an hour.
Yeah, well, that's enough. Whose is that?
It's hers.
Bit careless.
Kane, don't.
Well, I'm only looking. Credit card.
Put it back.
Right, I'll pick you up in a bit, yeah?
Kane?
Shh.
teach you to be a bit more generous in future, won't it? Right? See you in a bit.
Letitia.
Yeah.
Mr. Pollard and I have a luncheon engagement. We may be a little late back.
We can trust you to hold the fort, can't we?
Yes, Mr. Pollard.
Good. Ah, yes. Right.
There we go, 370.
Cheers, thanks a lot.
Who's in? Oh. Is that it? The way I remember it, you're supposed to go weak at the knees at the very mention of his name.
I'm not sure it's worth the bother anymore.
Why don't you take 5 minutes break? Go and have a drink with him.
He knows where I am if he wants me.
So where are you as far as planning permission goes?
I don't foresee any problems in that area.
Huh. I thought they'd promised not to build any more housing on greenfield sites.
A promise is only as good as the people who make it.
Could be a nice little money spinner for you.
Well, we get 8 flats out of the barn. There's the house.
You can put me down for one of them.
You're not happy here?
We could do with a bit more room now Bernice is back with the baby.
Not if you're serious.
Oh, I am. Rodney will have to pay. He must owe me that much in maintenance.
She's kidding.
Hardly. And I dare say Louise would like this place to herself. All the entertaining she does.
Is that right?
She's a bit of a party girl, but Rodney knows that. Let me know when you fancy another.
Now, Eric. Charm.
Yes.
Henry, so glad you could make it.
Hello.
Mrs. Weaver.
Oh, Gloria by now, surely. Shall I?
Done well there, Pollard.
Yes, hasn't she?
I've been thinking in the car on the way over. Why has he invited me to lunch, then? What on earth is Councillor Pollard up to now?
I don't know what you're talking about.
This is nice.
I've just been saying there's no such thing as a free lunch, especially when he's involved.
Quite right, as always, Henry. Eric told me he wanted to invite the most forward-thinking members of the council for a little brainstorming.
Ah, that's what he calls it.
Of course, all this council business goes way over my head. I leave that to you men.
What's up your sleeve, then, Eric? Don't leave us all in suspense.
Well,
Eric, a little lunch first, then you can get down to business.
You're gonna have to give it back, you know.
Why? We'll go for a little shopping spree, dump the card, and she'll be none the wiser.
She'll know. There was only me in there.
Look, Betty and Sam and the others were there all morning, weren't they? Huh? Or maybe she lost it somewhere.
Kane.
Look, we'll go to any shop you like. Buy stuff you never dreamt of, and you'll never have to pay for it. Tell me she don't owe you.
I'll lose my job. And that's at the very least.
Stop worrying about it. Everything will be fine. See if you can find a pen and paper somewhere.
Why?
Well, you better get practicing that signature.
Me?
Well, who do you think? I don't exactly look like a Gloria Weaver now, do I?
Where are you two going?
Motor mechanics.
Off you go then. Not you, Gaz. Come here. About those drugs we found.
Don't know nothing about them.
Of course you don't. Far be it from you to do anything illegal.
Can I go? I don't want to miss my lesson.
What you been saying to your mate Mark, then?
About what?
Told him to keep quiet, have you?
Why? What's he said?
I just know people like you operate.
I always think worse of folk you do. Governor's office? What are you doing in there, Mark? You scab.
Just listen to me for a minute.
What have you done?
I just had to get home.
I don't believe it.
I'm sorry.
After all I've done for you.
Gaz, you scab!
Come here. Go on, Mark. Go and clean your stuff.
Trusted you. I thought you were my mate! Reynolds!
It's very nice, Gloria.
Thank you.
Anyway, beats Town Hall Canteen, eh, Eric?
I'll fetch us all another. Shall I?
Henry.
Ah, business.
You're quite right about my ulterior motive in asking you here today.
I know.
The reason why I invited you to lunch today...
Mate of yours wants to build a supermarket on Hottenkomp's playing fields, and you've got me a big brown envelope.
No, not quite. No. You see, the thing is, with your help, and of course I'd make it worth your while...
Go on.
I have a growing feeling, which I can no longer ignore, that there is a lot that I could do for the people of this borough if I were to become the next mayor.
I always knew you had aspirations, Eric, but mayor? You? Yeah.
Are you two not speaking at all now, or what?
Tell you the truth, Diane, I think I'm past caring.
Chloe's the obvious choice to take over, I suppose.
She wasn't serious about the house, you know.
Diane?
Unless you're going to offer us the show home at half price.
Yeah, but would she like you living there, Rodney?
I put an ad in the local job centre just in case someone with more experience turns up.
Maybe if the house was big enough.
I'm sorry, but aren't we supposed to be having a meeting about the vacancy?
We are.
It's my fault. I should let you get on with it.
I know it's difficult talking about a replacement for your daughter, but you made the right decision.
For the business, possibly.
I'm sure in time that she'll come round to see you.
If you don't mind. Nicola's one subject I'd rather not discuss.
Maggie, can I get you a drink?
No, I'm fine, thanks.
Oh, you said them, yeah?
Another couple of pints, please. She on a work to rule?
It was her turn to do the empties. How are things between the two of you?
Why, what's she been saying?
Nothing?
Well, we're friends as far as I know.
No, it's just that from a distance, I thought for a while the two of you might become a bit more than friends.
Did you? You know something, Diane? Between yourself and myself, the thought had crossed my mind.
Oh?
I just wasn't sure that Louise was that interested. Maybe now I'll try and persuade her.
Forgive me, Eric. I didn't mean to be rude. It's just that, I mean, well, there must be 6 or 7 candidates ahead of you, and besides, it's Morgan's turn this year. It's as good as decided.
But the voting hasn't taken place yet, surely.
You're a lovely cook and hostess, Gloria, but your grasp of council politics leaves a little to be desired. Now, may I use your smallest room?
Second on the right.
Smashing lunch, Gloria. I'll take the recipe for Mrs. Ledbetter, if I may. She needs all the help she can get.
I'll write it out for you.
That was a complete waste of time.
Well, you shouldn't have just come out with it like that. You should have let him think it was his idea.
Considering he nearly died laughing, that would have been quite a feat.
Recipe for Mrs. Ledbetter. What that poor woman has to put up with. Eric.
What?
They don't have any children.
Jolly good thing, too.
Irene Ledbetter told me herself at a function.
Yes, well, that's all very interesting.
Well, if it wasn't his daughter you saw him dropping off this morning, who on earth was it?
Gloria, what are you getting at?
I'm not getting at anything. I'm simply wondering how badly it is you want to become mayor.
Oh, you all right?
Yeah.
Oh, welcome home. Good to have you back.
Oh, it's not changed. Right, do you want to go in now, what?
Yeah, there's somebody here from the security firm. I just thought I'd better warn you.
Oh, come on.
I'm gonna get done for this, you know.
You can't tell me you didn't have a good time, though.
Look at it all. What are you going to do with it?
Well, flog most of it.
And you wouldn't even let me get shoes for Kirk.
Oh, that'd look great, wouldn't it, when she checked her statement?
Oh, she's going to know it was us anyway.
Well, not if you keep quiet.
Look, I'm the one that takes all the risks and I don't even get anything out of it.
Yeah, you do.
What?
Well, that top.
Great.
And some spends.
Is that it?
No. That hotel outside Otten, eh? Nice lunch. Room for a couple of hours. Can't say I don't treat you.
Now, this is to be worn at all times. You can take a bath, do what you like. And it sends a signal to this, which sends a message to us letting us know you're at home.
And the curfew hours are between 8 p.m. and 7 a.m.
That's correct. How's that?
Yeah, that's fine, yeah.
Now, it's got an anti-tamper device, so try taking it off and we'll know about it.
What happens if I'm late home or anything?
You'll be in violation and more than likely end up back in jail. So you better keep an eye on the time, because we wouldn't want that to happen now, would we, son?
Lovely lunch, Gloria. Let's do it again.
So you can't be persuaded that I'd make a better mayor than Morgan's, eh?
With all due respect, Eric, he's as straight as a die, respected by all parties, and he's as clean as a whistle, whereas you... Mayor. Got to admire your nerve, though.
Give my best to Irene, won't you, Henry? And the rest of the family.
It won't take long, Gloria. It's only us.
Of course. Would you see Henry out? I've left the kettle on.
No children then, Henry?
Regretfully, Mrs. Ledbetter wasn't quite up to it.
Ah, I'm sorry to hear that. So that wasn't your daughter I saw you with earlier on this morning?
Daughter? No.
You dropped her off just outside the village and she gave you a rather lingering kiss before walking off?
No, you must be mistaken.
No, it was your car. And you were wearing this very coat, I swear to it.
Yeah, well, it was a daughter of a friend of mine. I was just giving her a lift.
Do you mind if I check with Irene?
Are you threatening me, Pollard?
No, of course not. I know the pressures you're under. The council, Mrs. Ledbetter, your girlfriend's GCSEs.
She's doing her A-levels.
And you're just giving her some extra tuition.
Exactly. Though I doubt whether Mrs. Ledbetter would quite see it like that.
Yeah, I'm sure she wouldn't, if she ever got to find out.
Possibly, but not necessarily.
Oh, Phil, hi.
Hi, sorry. You still busy?
No, I think we finished, didn't we? Let me get you both a drink.
Oh, thanks. A pint, please.
No thanks, I've got to get back to work.
Now, that's what I like to hear.
So, what are you doing here?
I just didn't fancy being in the chalet all day, you know, on my own.
Phil, we're not going back onto Jess again, are we?
Well, I just can't help thinking we could have tried a bit harder with her.
I could have, you mean?
Well, partly, yes.
I have just had Rodney going on for an hour about how much he misses Nicola. And now you come in and start. Phil, I'm sorry. I've got to get back to work. I'll see you at home, okay?
Fast asleep. It's only the evening sessions which seem to keep her awake.
What do you reckon, Rodney? Think we should move out?
Yeah, not if it's me paying for it.
Not even for your own granddaughter?
You wouldn't really think about moving out somewhere else, would you, Mum?
Idea's beginning to grow on me.
Really? Leave the pub? You?
Only at night. We could rent a cottage. You, me and the baby.
Yeah. Oh, where would we get the money, though?
Rent out our rooms here.
Yeah, might work.
Well, I don't want you to have to move out for my sake.
I don't have to. I just think it's worth considering for all of us.
It's not an affair, Eric. Well, not like you think. It's just that Irene seems to have given up on everything, and I don't think I've seen her laugh since the Silver Jubilee, and my friend is... It's just some innocent company, that's all.
I'm sure. Still, I think it would be advisable if we kept this to ourselves. Others might not be so understanding.
Yes, I can quite see how it doesn't look so good.
I need you on board, Henry. I need you championing my cause. They listen to you. If you keep telling them that I am the best man for the job, they'll start to believe it.
Oh, I don't know.
Oh, I think you do. Remember, I'm doing this for the people. I'll make the best mayor the council's ever had.
I will see what I can do.
No, you won't. You'll help me get elected. Then all of this can stay as it is.
Oh, Henry's still here. That's nice.
Henry's had a change of heart. He seems to think I might make the better mayor after all.
Oh, I'm so glad, Henry. Eric really does care about his constituents, you know.
Right, well, I best be off.
Right, well, thank you for coming.
Your recipe.
We'll be in touch. Safe journey.
Okay.
Yeah?
That was Andy on the phone. Wants to know if they could come around and see you.
No.
That's what I said. Give you a couple of days to settle in. They're all really pleased to have you back, you know.
Yeah?
And Dolly, she might not show it, but she's really missed having you around. We all have.
I just want to forget about it all now.
Taking your posters down, then?
Yeah, I just decided I didn't like him anymore.
I can't even begin to imagine what you've been through.
It wasn't that bad, really.
Yeah, well, put it behind us now, eh? This place never felt the same without you.
Mum.
Yeah?
Thanks for standing by me and everything.
Oh, come here. Really pleased to have you home.
It worked. It actually worked.
You mean he's going to support our bid?
He really didn't have any choice when it came down to it.
You are a wonderful man, Eric.
I know.
Though you do realise there are many more councillors to be won over before the victory's ours.
Yes, but I don't think we're going to need the charm anymore. Not when we have more effective weapons up our sleeves.
One down, then.
Do you know, I actually think we're going to pull this off.
Oh, you are, Eric. You're going to pull it off. And I'll be right behind you every step of the way.